Well, I see it looks like some sort of torture instrument, so I guess I'm involved in this.
You guessed right, Kenny. What you have to do is put your head there. And
Legs up this
legs
end.
over the cushion.
Oh,
and
God.
feet in here.
Every week they try to kill me.
What this is called, and you'll find out in a few minutes, is a stretch lift.
Oh, nice.
And what it does...
Thank God I've got clean underwear on. There we go.
Put the safety catch in.
Oh, thank you.
And,
OK, beam me up, Snotty.
OK, here we go. This is called a stretch lift because what it does is it stretches you and lets you relax, because in between all the bits of your spine are little discs that, as we walk all day long, get compressed. And because we're one of the few mammals that walk upright, we feel backaches even more than any other animal. Kenny, how are you? Are you all right?
I think so.
So what's happening to Kenny now is he's being stretched and everything is relaxing and he's feeling great, aren't you, Kenny?
I'm not relaxing at all. What's the question? Hurry up.
There. Now the question is, as all the discs in between the bits of our spine are compressible...
Talk faster, Cleo.
How much, if any, would we shrink by the end of the day? Would it be 0 centimetres, 1 centimetre, or 2 centimetres?
Oh, God. OK, can you turn the autocue upside down? Oh, thank you. A, B, or C? Have I shrunk in the evening by 0 centimetres? Or B, by 1 centimetre? Or C, 2 centimetres? 10 seconds starting now. Is it A, no centimetres, B, 1 centimetre, or C, 2 centimetres of shrinkage by the evening? Oh, good. Oh, I've got a head full of blood. Let's see now. Well, 2 of our folks have scored B, 1 an A and 1 a C. Which is the correct answer,
The
Cleo?
correct answer is C, Kenny. We actually shrink 2 centimetres by the end of the evening, but when we sleep, we stretch out, and when we wake up again, we're all back to normal.
Oh, God. I think we'll give 500 watts to Shari because she got it absolutely right. And a huge round of applause for me! They keep trying to kill me on the show. We've got 2 left. What are they saving for the last show? A handheld nuclear device? Let's have a look at those scores then. Guy, you're trailing 400 watts. Richard, you're next 700. Errol, 1100 for you. And Shari is leading with 1200. And now a cosy round with a cosy person. It's your final chance to bump up your scores. 500 watts for answers to a question set by our cosy expert. This week, it's light bulb engineer Bill Carlton. Hello, Bill. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Bill's been collecting light bulbs for over 25 years, and we're going to present you with our Brainstorm bulb to see what you make of it.
Thank you very much, Cleo. It's brilliant.
Brilliant.
It looks actually similar to one of those in front of you.
You're absolutely right. This is the model that produced this.
And what model is that?
Well, what we have here are the 2 first successful bulbs. One from America, invented by Edison, and one from England, invented by Swan.
There's something interesting about the filament, isn't there, in the original bulbs?
Well, most people would think that the filaments were made of metal, but they were in fact actually made from vegetable. This first one by Edison was in fact charred or carbonized bamboo, and this one by Swan was carbonized cotton.
And how long would that last?
Oh, only 40 or 50 hours.
It's not very long, is it?
No.
You've got a fab collection of wobbly bulbs over here, which you're going to take us through, aren't you?
I'll switch them on to begin with so that we can see some of the very interesting shapes of carbon lamps from the very early days, Victorian times, up until about the First World War.
And then what happened?
Well, this was very successful. It was the filament they used, by the way, was in fact the cotton used by Swan, but it was in fact a more refined version. It had a longer life and it was more, it gave more light output. But before very long, because there was an awful lot of activity in that short period from about 1878 to about 1910, they in fact invented the first metal filament. And this is an example using tantalum.
And these are originals, aren't they, from when, 1902, did you say?
Exactly, yes.
Gosh.
These are quite unique. To find two lamps still burning.
Something
after
every
all these
housewife wants to know, how do they get their bulbs at home to last as long as they have? Because they're not actually as bright as they should be, are they?
No, no, they're underrun so that we get a long life out of them. They're a bit too valuable to run at full voltage.
And after 1902?
Well, they managed then to develop tungsten filaments, but the problem was that there was so much wire to accommodate in the bulb that for a decent wattage, the size of the globe became really too large.
They had squiggled it up and down to try and
They
cram it all
created
in.
these squirrel cages, as they call them.
So how did they get over that problem?
Well, what they did very cleverly was to coil the filament. So they not only coiled it, they coiled the coil as well. Well, he managed to get the size of the filament down to a very compact size, so that if you look at the modern lamp today, the 100-watt lamp in the middle here, again a clear filament so that you can see how they managed to get the size down to really small dimensions, and all due to this coil.
And we can see how that works in here, can't we, if we
Yes, we
turn it
can.
on? The difference.
We see in a moment how the filament on the left-hand side, which is coiled coil, glows a lot brighter, giving a lot more light than the filament on the right-hand side, which is more stretched out.
So they could cram more in a bulb to give out more light.
Exactly.
And that one right at the end, this rather space-age looking one, is that
Yes.
something we have to look forward to?
This is basically a miniature discharge tube. It's completely cool by comparison with the household lamp that we're all familiar with. We know that it's far too hot to handle. And of course, it's about 5 times at least as efficient and at least 5 times longer
So
life.
every home will have one soon.
I think
I
so.
feel a question coming on, Bill.
Yes, the question concerns this household bulb. As you know now, it emits a lot of heat as well as light. The question is, of all the electrical power that we use for that lamp, what percentage is actually converted into light?
Okay, panel, there's the question. All the power going into that particular bulb, how much of that power is converted into light and how much is frizzled away in heat? Okay, how much goes into light as a percentage? Okay, let's have a look at your results. Well, Guy thinks it's 25% is turned into light, and the rest is heat. Shari thinks it's 30%. Richard goes for 25, and Errol for 27. Bill, which one is almost right? Any of them?
Well, the two nearest are Guy and Richard, but the real answer is 5%.
5%?
5%.
Heavens above. Well, Guy and Richard, I think we'll give you, because you're so far away, but nearer than Shari and Errol, I think we'll give you 100 watts. Yes, that's about fair, each. 100 watts each, and thank you, Bill. Thank you. And now, splice the main brace, man the lifeboats, and put the cat out, because it's time to play the brain drain. In this, our last and most dangerous round, we won't be awarding watts, but instead we'll be draining them away. If you answer a question right, the others lose 100 watts of their score. If you get it wrong, you lose 100 watts off yours until you hear this. That means the drain has just increased by 100 watts to 200, then 300, and so on, until 3 of you will have lost all your power and will be fed kicking and screaming into the contestant masher, which will remove all your vital organs, and whatever remains will be turned into palmeaty chunks. This will leave one remaining contestant unscathed, if a little exhausted, who will become our champion brainstormer of the week. So, fingers on those buzzers as we prepare for the brain drain. Are we ready? The most important round. Fingers on buzzers for this. Answer the question with an appropriate voice, please. How would your voice sound if you breathed helium? Shari.
Like that?
Yes, it would. 100 off everyone else. Shari stays the same. Where are your phalanges? Errol.
In your fingers and toes.
Right. What do we call the circle of the most southerly latitude in Shari?
The
Oh dear.
You've just lost 100 watts, darling. It's called the Arctic Circle, of course. We all knew that, didn't we, folks? Yes. The guy on the end, oh dear, Guy, you're looking horrible. 300 watts. I think the shirt's draining your power away. Try this one, try this one. What song was sung in space and is in the top 3 most frequently sung songs in English? Errol.
White Christmas.
No, good try. Happy Birthday to You was sung in space. Uh-oh, the drain has gone up to 200 watts. So, Guy, you're almost in huge trouble. What do you normally write on with calcium sulfate? Guy.
Blackboard.
Yes! You're safe-ish. Everybody else goes down 200 watts. What drink was launched as an esteemed brain tonic and intellectual beverage, Shari?
Coca-Cola.
Correct. What is a frog before metamorphosis, Shari?
It's a tadpole.
It is indeed. Oh, God, Guy! Icarine. Guy, you've just been drained all the way, and so have you, Richard. Oh, bring on their boobies.
You don't go home empty-handed, Guy. We fill them with this for you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Well, Guy, you've got something to hold on to as we feed you into the Scrungatron. And Richard, you don't go away empty-handed as well. Bring on his booby prize, Cleo.
Well, Richard, it may not look very impressive. That's because it isn't very impressive.
Cheerio, Richard. Well, it's a battle of the sexes now, but it's still the same sex. Errol and Shari, both ladies, but the scores are terribly different, as you can see. Errol has only 300 watts, so the drain is 200, so you're not really up Thing Creek. What does every action have equal and opposite to it, Shari?
Force.
No, a reaction. Eek. So you lose 200 watts. Uh-oh, 300 watts is the drain now, so Errol, if you don't get this first, you're really in trouble without a paddle. What do you call electricity generated by falling water? Ah, Shari.
Hydroelectricity.
Yes, Errol! You have to leave us, I'm afraid, but do have a glass thing before you go.
Your very own Brainstorm earring, Errol. Thank you.
Well, I'm afraid that everything that goes up must go down. Strange, everyone seems to smile just as they're going into the Scrungatron. Shari, you are our Brainstormer of the Week. Well, science is supposed to make great advances, but I really think it goofed with the radio. I used to prefer it when it looked like this, and this is our prize of the week. It actually works.
Oh,
it gets old radio shows, like the Tony Blackburn show, old muck like that, and... sorry, town. And it's absolutely real, and it's made of wood, and it's got wires dangling in it, lights in the dark, and it's your prize for being our Brainstormer of the Week. We'll see you next week to battle against 3 more contestants, and we'll hopefully see you two as well. Mwah! Bye-bye.